in the game. I will unzoom a little bit. We can see Prawsha as red, so it's set up correctly. We have a human mirror, Empire mirror. Prawsha, of course, was random, but it changed him to this. We will see Urakaar playing as Empire for the first time, so maybe some interesting strategies. We will see. Good luck, of course. This is important in the finals to stay friendly. Of course, you cannot really see anything interesting here in the opener, but Prawsha is definitely going for some extra resources. You don't usually stay here for so long. He's going 210 gold, still producing more peasants. This could mean he's going for a quick expansion, but I wouldn't expect that against Empire because he knows the race of his opponent. So I would maybe expect him to maybe... Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe he's going to just make 2 barracks really quickly at the same time, and then just create farm. But of course, Urakaar is going for much standard opener. He already has a farm. He already produces first swordsman. He's making peasants, and I actually see the strategy here. He's actually going for an expansion, even against Empire, and I definitely didn't expect that. So we'll have to see. It's definitely possible to pull this out, pull this off. It's definitely playable option. I mean, it's really risky. Also, he doesn't have farm right now, so he won't be able to produce peasants for too much longer. He doesn't have any resources. He just goes all in on economics. If he manages to defend this, he will probably build some towers there as well. If he manages to defend it, he will probably just win, because he'll have a really big resource advantage, economical advantage. But Urakaar is going with his swordsmen out. He didn't make second barracks. That would definitely help him much more to push against the expansion. It's definitely something you usually want to do, to create 2 barracks with Empire in the beginning. Especially if you are not going for immediate upgrade of your town hall. Or an expansion, of course. But we still don't see a single farm. Actually, maybe Prawsha. Actually, yeah, he's going for farm. I was maybe thinking that he didn't want to do a farm, because he will get extra population from town hall number 2 in his expansion, but probably not counting on that. He is going to create that farm. And he finished the barracks. Now probably going to create a tower. Because all you need, actually, yeah, he does that. All you need to make towers is just barracks. Of course, he's also making swordsmen, because he will need something to protect the tower before it is finished. It definitely helped him that he spawned on the other side of the map, because now it's much easier. I mean, if he spawned here, he would already be revealed. But, oh, actually, another donate. Thank you, guys. I want to be part in the next tournament. Definitely, we will definitely welcome you there. We are trying to get as many participants as possible. Unfortunately, it's quite hard to get to the people that actually don't know about our Discord server. I basically wrote everywhere, at every place where I knew that there were Armies of Exigo players. Unfortunately, it still didn't get to everyone. So we'll definitely be happy to see you. Just join our Discord. You can find it in the under the stream, and of course there will be an announcement on our Discord when another tournament happens. But yeah, once again, thanks for the donation. So we can see already attack here from Urakaar. He will kill this swordsman, but Prawsha doesn't care about that. He's actually building another barracks here. I think Urakaar doesn't even take into consideration the fact that Prawsha could have an expansion. And Prawsha definitely protected his expansion really well with the towers. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything to protect his main town, except, of course, the few swordsmen that he just made here and some peasants. The problem is that Prawsha is now going to have a much bigger income of resources. So he is going to be able to produce more units, and overall he will just defend this eventually. Of course, more units are coming for Urakaar as well, but keep in mind that his base is really far away, so it will take a really long time before he can get here. I would just run with this away. It's good to kill some peasants, but you can definitely heal your swordsmen, so no need to waste them like this. Definitely slowed down the gathering process of Prawsha in his main town, but keep in mind that he's also gathering here just with 4 peasants. Actually, right now I think he's gathering slower than Urakaar, and Urakaar has much more population. But right now we'll actually have to see. I would still expect Prawsha to build at least 1 tower here. That would definitely basically save him for a really long time, basically until Urakaar decides to make some catapults. And now I actually think, yeah, he got shot by the tower. Now he knows that Prawsha has an expansion. Reacts accordingly, of course. He saw towers there, so he's going back to the main town, where we still don't see a single tower, but definitely we see a big swarm of swordsmen. Urakaar went for Stone Keep and is going for Temple, which is really smart, but he should definitely also start making some priests really soon. I mean, Prawsha has some swordsmen. Together with the peasants, he should be able to kill the Urakaar swordsmen. But right now, of course, he's only harvesting in his expansion. He doesn't even have too many peasants there, so now his income is actually slower, even though he has an expansion. A nice surround here of the swordsmen. Takes 2 out. And to be honest, I think Prawsha now kinda established dominance with the swordsmen here, because he has bigger army, has 2 incomes, and I mean, yeah, of course, Urakaar is still going for some advanced units, which might help him, but to be honest, I don't think that's going to deal with the problem that Prawsha has an expansion. Going for the tower like this is going to get repaired. Maybe he's going to destroy it, but there is another tower, a huge army that will kill all the swordsmen. To be honest, I don't think this was worth it. If he saves this leveled up swordsman, it would be nice, but probably not gonna happen. Yeah, the tower is going to shoot it as well. And yeah, I don't think this is going to turn around anymore. Prawsha just has a really big resource advantage right now. And to be honest, the strength of just mass swordsmen, especially actually against Empire, but overall, is just super powerful. It's the one unit that you can just spam in the beginning and also in the mid game, and it will just destroy almost everything. So I think he can, even though he doesn't have Stone Keep, he doesn't have any advanced units, the resources advantage should just bring him up, and he should be able to push this. Of course, he needs to act really quickly, otherwise Urakaar will also create an expansion, also already going for that. But as you can see, Prawsha has much more population taken. Of course, some of it are the peasants here, but that doesn't really matter. Still more population, more units. Of course, he didn't explore the map yet. He didn't have time for exploring. He just went straight for this. So now he doesn't know where Urakaar is. So he just needs to explore the areas. Already kinda see that he's not here, but he will check anyways. Maybe Urakaar decided to place buildings in the back. It was possible, but really unlikely. So he retreated. We see priests, actually also one tower. It's not going to get upgraded before the swordsmen of Prawsha come. I would like to see a catapult really early here. If it was actually finished now, if he had 1 catapult, I could see it actually being possible for him to beat Prawsha. Prawsha checked this area as well, so now he knows that Urakaar is here. Of course, Urakaar could be making expansion here as well, but that's usually not the case because this is really open. And you of course want to have this narrow entrance. It's much more efficient. 20 more seconds, maybe 15 for the scout tower. Priests are not being utilized too well here. The tower is probably going to get destroyed, but the priests are going to do a really great job here. But Prawsha is already going for blacksmith, for stone keep. A little bit behind on wood, but he should deal with that really quickly. Building third barracks. So he's going to have even quicker production. He has more maximum population, building another farm. Oh, Urakaar is going for a Valkyrie beacon. So we will see some flying units, but as I said, Prawsha has blacksmith, so to be honest, it could work. It could work to make some Valkyries, especially if Urakaar utilizes really quickly his expansion. He needs to produce peasants in both main buildings. He's not utilizing his stone keep, at least for now. Seems like he's going to get attacked at home, and fortunately for him, he has this one swordsman here that is going to spot it. So he'll probably need to retreat his peasants into his buildings anyways. But actually he might be able to kill the swordsmen here if he blocks them, otherwise they will just kill his priests. That would be really unfortunate. Really good micromanagement here. Killed at least 2 swordsmen, so that's nice. Building another tower. Unfortunately he's really behind with the resources now. As you can see, 10 more population on Prawsha side, also more gems, now even more wood. Basically same gold, but as I said, more population, so definitely utilizing his resources really well. Building huge army of swordsmen at home. Also the speed buff are really important. Upgrades in blacksmith. I think Urakaar, oh actually he has blacksmith, but he's not using it to make any upgrades right now at least. Making first Valkyrie, also have a catapult. That's really good. This is a really weird positioning of towers, to be honest. I would expect the second tower to be down here, but fine, he just wanted to block this area. So no one can pass through here, even though they would still get shot by this tower as well. But I mean, Urakaar has expansion, but he doesn't have the peasants there yet, so it's not that big of a deal. We see the improved farming upgrade being researched on both sides. Both players playing really defensively, not exploring anything, not making another expansion. We can see actually 8 swordsmen here, 9 here, so that's 17 swordsmen, 2 priests, some towers at home. Okay, this is going to be really important against the Valkyries. I don't think Prawsha expects them, otherwise he would be immediately upgrading this, or not expect them. I mean, he takes into consideration the fact that there is a probability that Urakaar might be making some Valkyries, but overall I don't think he really takes it too seriously, let's say. He made the towers, but didn't really rush the upgrades or anything. Definitely didn't see the Valkyries. He has no way to spot it. He doesn't even have 11th century to create a phoenix to spot it. Just making more barracks, producing more swordsmen. Also, if he knew that enemy was making Valkyries, he would probably just swap to some elven rangers. We didn't see more catapults. I'm kinda disappointed by that fact. Urakaar has lots of resources. He could now make a catapult, Valkyrie, and also a priest. Basically everything, has all the resources for that, but he's not really doing that. Also doesn't have any towers on his home, but he's not going to get attacked by flying units. He can be safe with that for now. Huge amounts of swordsmen are going to attack him. He's not in the best position. Of course, he's probably thinking that he's protected with the towers here, while his army is protecting this area. But even if that was the case, I would still move back a little bit. He probably doesn't see it yet, because he's looking somewhere else and there will be notification after he gets attacked, which happened now. Now he's going to move there. Prawsha should take advantage of that and attack from this side. Urakaar actually takes that into consideration, but then he moves back, which was definitely smart. He should definitely move there immediately, and otherwise he will just lose his towers for no reason. He should focus with the towers the priests. He could definitely kill a priest. He killed a swordsman, so maybe even 2 priests would fall. And I would definitely bring the Valkyries to destroy the priests. Some swordsmen running on the catapult, of course. Prawsha actually has 1 more priest. Let me actually hide this. Prawsha has definitely more population, so the only thing that can decide this fight are the Valkyries. I think Prawsha is already building an 11th century, but I'm not gonna look there right now. Oh, actually Prawsha has a resurrection. He doesn't have mana for any more of that, but he resurrected like three swordsmen or something. Yeah, so Prawsha is definitely going to lose that because he has no way to damage the Valkyries. But he definitely killed some peasants here, destroyed 2 towers, killed basically all the swordsmen of Urakaar, all the priests and also the catapult. Yeah, I wouldn't chase that priest as well. Just need to protect your town for now. Probably I would also hide the peasants into your town hall. Just losing some units here for no reason. Prawsha not sending any more units. Probably just gonna run away because he cannot destroy the town hall. He just killed the peasants. That was all he needed. Okay, he's making peasants here as well. Making a 4th 11th century. Okay. Yeah. Actually, he made 7th century down here. Maybe it was here before. I didn't see it. But he's making phoenixes and elven rangers. While Urakaar is going full on Valkyries. To be honest, I don't think that's gonna work. Prawsha is just so good at swapping the strategies. He actually made 2 more 11th centuries here. I didn't even see them. Because it's a similar color to the trees. I just totally ignored that. So he has 2 towers, he has phoenixes, he has elven rangers. He's totally prepared for the Valkyries, and Urakaar is going right now full on into that. Just full Valkyries. So many phoenixes. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, but we see many different strategies in this game. First Urakaar was rushing, then while Prawsha was expanding, when Prawsha attacked. Now we see fight of flying units, while also of course Prawsha is still spamming some elven rangers and swordsmen. Yeah, but as I said, I mean, you cannot really compete against the phoenixes with Valkyries. So now when Prawsha spends so many resources on those phoenixes, Urakaar should definitely swap back and create some ground units once again, but seems like he's kinda ignoring it, going for more Valkyries. Now he's producing some swordsmen, but that might be a little bit too late. Prawsha is even upgrading his towers. Yeah, he's just not letting anyone harass him with any flying units. Yeah, I mean, this is 7 phoenixes, 8. Not making any more. So he has 8 phoenixes, 2 towers in each town, maximum upgrade. 3 priests, like how many? 9 swordsmen, and I don't know, like 15 elven rangers. This is like a huge army. Let me actually bring this up back. 116 population. This is insane. Urakaar is really behind with this, with the population. He has lots of resources unspent. Probably kind of wondering on what he should spend them on. Phoenixes are kinda just flying around, and no towers in this town, definitely a weakness. I know he probably doesn't expect any Valkyries to attack him right now, even though that would be actually quite hilarious and quite viable option for Prawsha, because with these phoenixes he kinda established dominance for flying units, just air dominance. So it would be actually quite smart to swap to Valkyries right now, and he could be just harassing Urakaar's expansion. To be honest, this is not too smart. He's just wasting lots of phoenixes, but he's going to kill the Valkyries anyways. There are no towers here. The only disadvantage that he has is the church, the temple healing circle, and also the priest healing. Both players have lots of gold. I would actually expect a third town, second expansion, at least from Prawsha, because he's definitely ahead and he doesn't need the resources for anything right now, because he doesn't have gems, but seems like he rather spends it on more swordsmen. Urakaar has some gems, not too many. Building some towers. I mean, as I said, Prawsha could potentially swap to Valkyries, but it seems like he's just producing more phoenixes. Not even considering the fact that someone could take over the flying space. And Urakaar already gave up on that idea, so he's not going to make any more Valkyries.
Upgrade complete, my lord.
Actually made some dryads. Oh, this is nice expansion. Hidden between the trees. I know this is possible on this position. I'm not actually sure if you can do that anywhere else on the map. Definitely not gonna do it here.
Building complete, my lord.
Definitely not possible between these trees. Probably also not here. So this map is pretty balanced, but this is the one weakness of this map, let's say, where you can actually make expansion right here, and no one will really see it unless you have like flying units or you really commit to exploring this forest in the back. Actually, blessed his phoenixes. Probably gonna charge it. He has lots of units at home, just trying to make some weird move here. Urakaar, of course, with his catapults, definitely effective against this, but he needs more units in front of it. Right now, they will just run around these swordsmen or just kill it with Elven Rangers, doesn't really matter with what.
Upgrade complete, my
They will
lord.
just die. Okay, Prawsha seemed really interested in attacking this since he didn't see towers here before for quite some time. But Urakaar finally fixed that, building more towers at home. He has Gnome Workshop, so he could potentially upgrade the watchtowers to guard towers, which is the maximum upgrade that Prawsha has. But he's not doing it right now. We can see the upgrades: 2 damage, 1 armor. Prawsha has the opposite, 2 armor and 1 damage. Valkyries also has 1 upgrade, but that doesn't really matter. Actually, no armor upgrades for Elven Rangers, but at least 2 damage. That's definitely nice. Here we see only 1 damage. But this third expansion, it was also power build, thanks to teamwork that you can research in the castle. Also researching disciples, so he will have resurrection really easily accessible. This was power build, so he has this expansion really quick, and now he's just harvesting here, getting so much more resources. And after he also had the advantage of resources in the beginning, this is probably gonna make it even better for him. Now we can see a nice strategy once again. Prawsha already did this in one of the games before. He's utilizing a gnome arc.
Building complete, my lord.
So let me just check what he has in that. Same as before in the game we played before. 6 swordsmen and actually, sorry, 7 swordsmen and 1 priest. And he's probably just going to drop it right here, try to destroy the peasants. I mean, he can definitely destroy this. It depends if he will be able to actually fight with the towers back there. There is like 1, so we can just drop it here and destroy it with the swordsmen. Back there is nothing. Of course, he cannot go into this area. So he just dropped here, probably gonna destroy blacksmith or something and immediately leaves. The priest is really important because it's healing the damage of the towers. Urakaar is also... no, he's not going there with his... oh, the phoenixes are going to destroy those Valkyries. Maybe not destroy, but definitely damage them a lot. Let me remove this. Yeah, so he just destroyed the blacksmith. Now there was a nice catch of the phoenix. Oh, huge damage, but the Valkyries barely survived. Yeah, but Prawsha is just harassing, keeping Urakaar at home, while he's, of course, getting much more resources. Also, they both are going to run out of resources at their main bases really soon, so then they are going to have to deal with that. Urakaar making another base. The arc is returning. We see a small attack. Oh, actually a big attack. Also Circle of Ancients. We see first knights that are already going to join the attack. This is going to be really important because they are fast. 3 knights already. And they can really easily charge on the catapults. We actually see 2 pikemen in the Urakaar's army. But to be honest, I don't think he stands a chance against this. It's basically 200 population army against 120. And Prawsha still has 1600 gold. Ton of wood, while Urakaar has basically 0 wood. And not so many gems, but he doesn't really need them. This tower is not even upgraded. I mean, yeah, how do you want to actually defeat this? Even utilizing the arc. Run out of the main town resources. Prawsha is a little bit behind because he wasn't harvesting in the beginning when he was getting harassed. So at least he has some gold there right now, but he definitely doesn't need gold. Urakaar is trying to save up some wood for the towers, but definitely he should be spending the gold and gems on some other units between that. He's building a farm, doesn't have population right now. Prawsha is actually going around without even spotting this, so I don't think he knows that Urakaar is here. Maybe even doesn't know that he's building an expansion, but he's just going around. Prawsha will destroy the towers before Urakaar can even get there. But to be honest, 5 knights, I don't think you can really destroy that. The Valkyries will get one-shotted by the by the phoenixes. The catapult, I mean, okay, he can theoretically enchant all the knights, but to be honest, I think Prawsha will just resurrect everything really quickly. And first of all, I don't even know if Urakaar has resurrection ready, if he has the mana upgrade, and also of course resurrecting swordsmen wouldn't be even that effective, while of course resurrecting knights is totally broken. Yeah, Urakaar actually had resurrection, but yeah, there are more units coming from the back. Just going to swarm the catapults right here. Expansion is dead, so right now even if he defeated it, I mean Urakaar defeated Prawsha's army, which isn't going to happen, he would still be behind with resources a lot, so this is not going to work. But very good try, a really nice game. It was long. I think it was quite entertaining. We saw multiple stages of the game. Definitely nice for the first game of the finals. It's not decided yet. Of course, Prawsha will be taking the first point, but Urakaar can still overtake him, potentially, and he can still win the other 2 games and will win the whole tournament, so definitely not decided yet. But of course, this game is already done. The interesting fact that kind of surprised me was that Prawsha didn't make a single catapult. Of course, it's not that strong in the human mirror when you can just charge on the catapults with your melee units. Yeah, either with the pikemans and movement speed from elixir, or just the swordsmans with the movement speed buff. But I would still expect at least some of the catapults there. Lost it with my first attack, yeah. Kinda, but I mean, there was still a chance after that as well. It was not like decided. Of course, the expansion was really good, but Prawsha was really harvesting there just with mining with just few peasants in both towns, so it was still possible to win from that situation. But of course, then he had really big resources advantage, much bigger army, much sooner, and also more upgrades here. Here you can see the resources, just 7,000 more gold, which is a lot, so that definitely decided the match by a huge margin.